In this video, I'll be going through YTSS Prelim 2022 practical. This is Q3, the last question, where you need to complete a full experiment. So not much to say. Maybe I will focus on QD, where you are asked to ensure something that is horizontal. So I believe in Cambridge exam, sometimes they will ask you like how you are going to ensure something is horizontal, and you need to know how and what is acceptable and what is not. So when you need to ensure something is horizontal, you need to find a reference to compare with, right? And that reference, you need to know that it is going to be horizontal. So it cannot be something that is in mid-air. So one of the common answer that I marked wrong is that some of you say that, oh, you are going to hold a projector in mid-air and then you're going to align the string XY to the 0 degree. So unless you find a way to ensure that the way you hold your projector in mid-air is going to be horizontal, your line XL will not be horizontal even if you align it with the 0 degree marking on the projector, right? So the best way of ensuring something that is something to be horizontal is to use the bench. So the bench is considered as a horizontal object, and you just need to measure the height from the bench to that line at 2 points, and if the 2 points, the height agree at these 2 points, then you can say that the object is horizontal. So down here, you in the answer sheet, in the answer key that is given to you, right, you can also see the full answer, right? Then for part E, most of you lose the mark because of this statement. So what is the meaning of minimum range of dita in your table is 35? I thought it is quite straightforward. It means that the smallest dita and the largest dita, the difference need to be 35. So I give you an example. If your dita 1 is 30 degrees, so to ensure that there's a range of 35, then 30 plus 35 will give you 65 degree, meaning that your last reading should be 65, right? Or if you want to start your first reading at 0 degree, then what is the last dita that you should have? Well, 35, right? So in physics, when we give you the range, minimum, maximum, between something, it is always inclusive, right? Unlike mathematics, where you need to make a clear distinction. For part F, I think it's fine. Most of you got almost the full mark for your graph. If you are still losing some marks here and there, and you do not understand why you are losing it, then this is the time when you need to come and look for me to find out what went wrong, so that you don't repeat the same mistake in your O-level practical. G is fine, H is fine, I is fine. Okay, maybe J, I will spend some time talking about J. So in J, it is important that you realize that the question is asking you, why is it impossible to set up? So we are not asking you in a mathematical way why you cannot get 1 divided by 0. We are asking you what it means by having 1 divided by 0 in our practical context. It is not a math question. So some common wrong answer that I receive is that because down here, if you look at the diagram, some of you are saying that dita cannot be 0 because your retor stem B over here must always be taller than where the spring balance is mounted. Well, I understand, yeah, but why is it that retort stem B must be taller than the spring balance? We are asking you, why is it impossible, right? So you need to tell me why is it impossible. Because to me it is very possible. Just shift the thing down here, right? Done. Yeah. Then there are some of you who say that the string will never be horizontal. Yes, I know the string will never be horizontal. I'm asking you why. What causes it? Explain it, right? So what you need to do is that you need to look at the equation given to you, because the hint here is given to you is that assume the relationship suggested in F is true, right? So if you look at this expression, you can see that when theta is 0, tangent theta is going to be 0. And what's the issue here is that tangent theta is actually in the denominator position, meaning that 1 over 0 is not going to give you something undefined. 1 over 0 is going to give you something that's very huge, infinite. So if 1 over tangent will give you something that is very large, it means that the t over here will also be very large. And the t here is given by the reading at the spring balance over here. This is where you get your t, right? So you need to tell me that when theta is 0, the tension will be so great that it will be over the range of your spring balance, it is too much, right, for your spring balance to handle. So that's why it is impossible to set up. Or you can tell me that the tension in the string will be so much that it will tear the string. Yeah. So that is the answer, and you can find the full answer in the answer sheet that is given to you already printed. Yeah. For source of error, we are being very, very lenient. As long as you can give me two components and they are sensible, I will give you the full 2 mark. The one thing that I didn't accept is that some of you are telling me that you have to shift I mean you can't find the center distance over here, right? Because here if you look at it, I am marking out the center line, right? This line. Sorry, I'm marking out this center line. So some of you are saying that it is impossible for me to find the center of the retort stand, so therefore the distance between retort stand A and B are not accurate. I never asked for it to be accurate. That's why I put down the word about, right? As long as you give me like an estimated figure, it's good enough, right? In fact, I don't really care, right? The only thing that I care is dita, right? And then I want to know the tension in the spring balance. I never ask you to plot anything related to the distance between two retort stand. Okay, so that's all for this go through. It is a very short one because most of you did a fabulous job. What is most important is that you understand why you got marked wrong in the prelim, so that you don't repeat the same mistake in your